This is the Mitsubishi Evo 6 TME RS. Built for the road, but born to rally. A true JDM icon, with its giant fixed wing, exhaust pipe and bright white wheels. Its bold exterior and rally heritage makes this car a true head-turner. The RS is a lightweight version of the already excellent Evo 6 TME. Components such as traction control, ABS, airbags, electric windows and radio, all discarded. The car was introduced in December 1999 to commemorate Tommi Mäkinen's 4th consecutive WRC Drivers' Championship win. It is believed that only 200 were made, making the RS even more desirable. Let's take this car for a drive and see if it lives up to its rallying reputation. Right, so here we go. Time to fully test this car. Admittedly, I've had the car for 6 days now, but I haven't really driven it properly yet, and in fairness, it hasn't been in the right location to drive it properly. We've kind of done some bits in the New Forest, and then I've just kind of been using it here and there to kind of get an understanding of the car and understand the power, the handling, and also kind of how the four-wheel drive system really works with all that torque. But it's honestly incredible. I mean, these roads are just perfect for it. Little type B roads, no traffic. I guess it's as similar as you'd get to driving a proper rally circuit, but obviously this road isn't closed off, so I'm not going to be hooning it about as Tommi Mäkinen may have done back in the day. I'm going to be taking it a lot more light, but at the same time kind of giving you an understanding of how easy it is to drive this car, because I was just shocked. I was so worried getting behind the wheel. I was like, oh God, something of such heritage, and it's almost so many people's dream car. The amount of interaction I've had already on social media, just from a few stories of people being jealous of me having the opportunity to drive the car or wanting to see the car before it goes back to Richard at Challenger Road. But I don't know how to describe it. It's just incredible. It's like driving almost any other car, just with a lot more power. Amazing. It's just so smooth, it just doesn't want to stop going. When you're sitting at kind of 20-30 mile an hour, it just feels bored. It's a bit like driving kind of a Caterham really, in the sense of it doesn't like going slow speeds, it doesn't want to be in a low gear. I mean, it's just incredible. It just sticks to the road. That four-wheel drive system just lets you use every single inch of power without having to worry about losing control of the car or losing balance when you're going around a corner and kind of sliding off the road. It just wants to stick. It's my first ever JDM experience. I mean, I don't know if it can get any better than this. Of course, you've got R34 Skylines, you've got 22Bs, all these cars with ridiculous price tags now. But in terms of nostalgia, there's not many people that don't know what a Tommi Mäkinen Evo is. Because even with me, with growing up with supercars, I obviously always was aware of the R34 GTR because of Fast and Furious and those kind of things. Didn't really follow rally too much in my kind of early years of life, but I've still got so much appreciation for something like this. It's going to be a fairly raw cut video, I believe, because having all the B-roll at the start was kind of my aim to kind of make sure that you guys got a bit of a feel for the car that I'm getting. It's very similar to driving something like a Caterham in terms of its rawness and not a lot of soundproofing, which has obviously been done for weight reduction. But it's just so brilliant to drive. I mean, I was born in the 90s, and something like this is like probably the most iconic car from the 90s, really. Because you've got wind down windows for the weight reduction options, you've got no radio, but you don't need it. You literally don't need it. I will quite happily wind down that window for the rest of my life if I could drive this every day. Coming up to a junction. Oh, that road looks more fun actually. We'll go that way. So I'm currently chasing the sun a little bit. Had such an on and off weather day today, as you've probably told from the B-roll and this footage now, where I was hoping to just be in the sunshine the whole time, and it's kind of why the shades are on. But it's clouded over a bit now, it's a bit more overcast, but it's actually easier to see, which is quite helpful, because these roads are obviously quite tight. But with this car being so nimble and so light for what it is, they could be even tighter than this, I'd still feel very comfortable. This is honestly very impressive how smooth this road is. It's just a little B-roll off the back of off the back of Dymchurch. Honestly, how on earth does this car stick to the road so well? Of course they're built for rallying, and they have all those excellent technicians working on this car at the time to make it what it is, and obviously with its heritage you wouldn't expect any less. So my overall thoughts and opinion on this car then, where do I begin? I've obviously mentioned that traction wise, safety wise, I don't think I've ever driven anything less twitchy or that made me less nervous. I mean, obviously you can put me in any car and I feel like I'd feel semi-confident to drive it now with the kind of experience that I've had, but something like this where it's like, if you bin it, it's gone, like not replaceable. There was a lot of pressure just before even getting behind the wheel, but as soon as I've driven it, it's just changed my perspective on kind of these kind of rally classic cars in itself in general, because you kind of think, oh, well, surely you have to be a professional to even put your foot down in something that's like four-wheel drive, a lot of horsepower to both sets of wheels, but it's honestly probably the safest car I've ever put my foot down in. It's been absolutely brilliant to have this experience, and as my first JDM car, I don't really know how to top it. I think the only thing I could possibly do is an R34 GTR Skyline or a Subaru 22B. Can't think of anything else off the top of my head. I know there'll be people in the comments that'll be like, oh, what about this, what about this? But for me, those kind of three cars are the epitome of JDM and kind of where the market's kind of really shot up. But in terms of enjoyment, I mean, I've spoken to a couple of people who have driven standard Evos and they said it's completely different and you'd be a bit disappointed, but with this, it's just set up so well. It's just so much an enjoyment to drive, so easy to drive, so like casual to drive. You don't have to be flooring it all the time, but then when you do floor it, it just holds on to you, it keeps you on the road, it keeps you wanting more. What more could you ask from a car? For something that you're not going to drive every day, and it's something that just you drive to put a smile on your face or to impress a couple of friends. It's incredible. I absolutely love it. And in terms of what has to come next on the channel, it's going to be a hard one to top. So thank you ever so much for watching this video today. I hope you enjoyed this slightly different style of a video. But for now, I'm going to check out and just continue enjoying this drive. So please like and subscribe for plenty more videos to come and plenty more surprises, because who would have known I've been behind the wheel of this? I'll see you again soon.